Hey guys, this is Garner the Young and I'm Vijay back with a new video. In this video, let's see the top 5 tomato growing tips. So without any further delays, let's get into the video. The first tip I would give to grow your tomato plant is supporting them with a trellis or with some sort of a support like this, a wooden stick. When they are in the stage of seedling, you should just keep a wooden stick in with it so that it can get some support from that wooden stick. Or there are many commercially available trellises for growing in containers or grow bags, so you can buy it. Tomato growing cages are available, you can put it, and this will help in the growth of the tomato plants vertically. Generally, tomatoes are creepers. They also fall down on the ground and they produce the fruits and they will fall on the ground, like watermelon, cucumber and muskmelon. What happens is, for watermelons and muskmelon, the outer coating is really thick and it will prevent it from rot and other kind of diseases, but the tomato skin is really thin. When it falls on the ground, what happens is the fungus and will attack the tomato and make it rot. So a lot of your harvest would go into dustbin. So to prevent from that, you are going to train it to grow vertically. This also prevents the plants from diseases. The plant's leaves are really soft and tender. These leaves are also prone to many fungal diseases. When they are coming in contact with the soil, they will come in contact with moisture as well. So and in that time they will get fungal diseases, which will in turn affect the produce. I'm going to use cloth strips to tie the plant with the trellis or with the support I'm having. You can use any kind of thread, but I like to use cotton strip. When you use nylon or something, that would cause heat in plants, so it's better to use cotton or some jute, etc. You can use any kind of thread, but you can avoid using synthetic materials. So you can see I have made a simple knot with the cloth. Don't tightly make the stem. Don't tightly tie the stem with the support, because when it grows, the stem will become so thick, even this thick it will grow in the future. So what you need to do is you should always try to just give some support. That's it. You should not tie it so tightly. So you can see here, as we have very less space in a balcony, I have kept one plant on this side and I have tied the other plant on the other side of the grill. This makes sure that one plant will grow on this side of the grill and the other grows on that side, so that we can save some space. But the plant is growing in the same grow bag. Two plants are growing on the same grow bag, but one I have trained to grow on this side, on the left side, and the other on the outer side, so that the plants have enough space and sunlight to grow. The second tip I missed to give is grow your plant straight and don't leave it to branch. So this is the place known as leaf node. From here new branches would come up. You need to just cut it with your fingers. That is known as pinching the suckers. So if you do like that, then the energy will move straight into the plant. As we have limited the growth of the roots into a small container, the plants cannot search for energy as in land. If they are on land, their roots can go anywhere around to search for the required energy. But as we have put a limitation in their growth inside a container, so the nutrient will be really less than on land. So what we are going to do is we are going to grow it straight, and we should not leave it to branch, so that the energies pass straight and it won't branch out. The energies won't be wasted in the other branches. And what happens is that energy will be stored on the fruits, so you'll get a lot bigger fruit and a lot more fruits than usual. When you are growing in containers, you can use this method. I'll give you an example now. This is a pepper plant. you can see the branch is growing straight from here, and it is dividing into two. This is the main branch actually. Here is one leaf. In this leaf node, another branch is growing from that leaf node. So this is known as sucker. This is the main branch, and between the leaf and the main stem, a branch will grow, a new branch. This is known as sucker. You need to cut it with your hands when in the starting stage itself, like this, so that the plant grows straight and it produces more than usual. The third tip which I'm going to give is the use of mulch on the top layer of your soil to prevent the loss of moisture during summer. Usually in summer, the heat will be so high. So growing tomatoes in summer will be a bad challenge. If the moisture in the soil is not constant throughout the growing season, then what happens is the tomatoes would crack. It would have cracks on the fruits, and sometimes they will also go under stress, which will cause fall of the flowers and the fruits won't form properly. So to prevent that, we are going to use mulch in summer season, and make sure you also provide shade during summer season. Only morning and evening light is preferred in summer season because tomatoes don't tolerate more than 32 degrees Celsius. So if the temperature is more than that, then make sure you provide the shade net, and it would really help in the growth of the plant during summer season. And also provide mulch. And I have used neem leaves as mulch. This would in turn give a good result. While decomposing, it would act as a good nitrogen rich fertilizer, and it would also prevent from pests which would attack the roots. But generally you can use any leaves, you can use old stems like this. The stems, you can use cracked eggshells, you can keep it on top layer of the soil. You can use any food scraps, but make sure they are dried, well dried. Food scraps can be used, onion peels can be used, banana peels can be used, anything. You can use cardboard, you can use newspapers, you can use anything, but make sure you add a thick layer of it. At least 1 inch of the mulch should be there. You can see it's around 2.5 centimeter, and the moisture in it is prevented. You can see it is moist inside and the top is dry. So this would really be helpful in summer season. Third tip for growing tomatoes is starting seedlings in a seedling starter. Like you can use any seedling trays, or you can use cups, plastic cups like these, or you can use any old plastic cups. And then you have to, when it is in the size of 2 to 4 inches, you have to transplant it into a separate grow bag, and you have to leave it to grow. I'll explain you why this tip is useful. The seeds of tomatoes are really small, so when you are going to sow seeds in a large area, you may not water it properly, and what happens is all seeds won't germinate and there's a wastage of seeds. So when you sow 2 to 3 seeds in a small seedling tray or in a cup, then what happens is when you water it, you are going to water in the controlled environment, in a small environment. So you can see it germinating really quicker than on a plain area. For large seeds you can directly sow, but as tomato seeds will be really small in size, so we are going to sow it in a cup like this and transplant it later when it grows. At least it must be 30 days of age to transplant. Tip I'm going to give is fertilizing tomatoes. Tomatoes are really heavy feeders. Mostly vegetable plants are heavy feeders. They require a lot of nutrients to produce more. So my plant is in the stage of flowering. It is starting to leave its first set of buds. So in this stage you can give calcium rich fertilizers like the Chohan Q, in water soluble calcium fertilizer. You can give phosphorus fertilizer, which is made by Chohan Q method, or you should have added bone meal and eggshell powder in the soil while growing tomatoes, so that they don't get deficient of calcium and phosphorus during their growth. You can also give banana peel fertilizer for a good growth and a good harvest. If you want to know how to make water-soluble calcium fertilizer from eggshells with Chauhan Q method, I'll put the link down in the description as well as on the top right corner. Click and watch it after this video. One more extra tip is you have to remove the bottom leaves. They are prone to many fungal diseases, so you can remove them in the starting stage so that your plants don't get any diseases, and they are also prone to many insects as they will be shady in the bottom, so you should remove them as well. If you found this video helpful, thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. Happy gardening. Bye. Meet you in the next video.